Hello, everyone. You have just tuned in to the Hairy Pencil Podcast, and this is episode 2. Beside me, I got my buddy Mike Sways, co-host, and I'm Aiddan Green. How you doing?
Not bad, man. What do we got today?
Well, I just wanted to talk about a couple of topics going around. Have you seen that that picture everybody's been posting about the radius, the Ohio train derailment explosion?
Yeah. In fact, I'm actually working just in the outside of that on Lake Erie there.
Yeah, Lake Erie. That's about like 100 kilometers south from Lake Erie. So, yeah, I think a lot of people are skeptical about how it's going to affect our water, and I was just looking up on the CBC. They're saying it's highly unlikely to affect Southern Ontario.
It still could be. Well, I guess they, instead of letting the chemicals and stuff, instead of letting it, I don't know, instead of letting the chemicals just basically sit there and burn off, they actually decided to burn all of it off. For some reason.
How are they doing that though? Literally burning it?
Yeah,
incinerating it somehow?
I didn't really see specifics on how they're doing it, but they've chosen to instead just let the fire go. They actually are burning all of it off, which I think people are a little bit confused about. And
those specific phosphagens, when they get released into the air and they contaminate the atmosphere in less than 24 hours. I read something about that. But it was a major explosion out in East Palestine. Like I said, 100 kilometers south from Lake Erie. So it's not far. It's pretty close, right?
Well, especially for as far as weather is concerned, all that soot and chemicals going into the air, obviously that's why we have problems like acid rain from pollution, right? Goes up in the air, gets collected in the clouds, and gets rained back down on us. So that was kind of a concern for anybody in that radius. For instance, when that was going on, I was outside working on the dock over on Lake Erie, and we were getting snowed on. So that's it's potentially concerning. And I know a lot of the people are concerned about the health effects as far as reproduction, people that are pregnant right now with kids, babies. The chemicals that were in that were pretty bad.
Apparently, what they do is they can make you vomit, and it can give you respiratory illness. So it'll make it harder to breathe for some if you're actually exposed to those chemicals, right? They're phosphagens, apparently. That's what they're called. So in the city of East Palestine, when the explosion happened, 5,000 people evacuated. And now, since time has passed, they're saying, okay, people can come back home. And they're returning back there, but they're very skeptical, like I guess anybody would be after a chemical explosion in your backyard, right? You've seen the videos of the people throwing rocks in the lake or the creek.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of those, and then little plumes of oil come up. The wildlife definitely in a close vicinity is probably going to be greatly affected.
For sure.
I
Absolutely.
mean?
Animals are probably, if not one of the first things that are affected, especially groundwater. I know people are concerned about anyone living in that radius, just about our own drinking water, but at the same time, I had somebody approach me and that was kind of a little bit skeptical about drinking our own water. But the thing is, we're not drinking out of puddles. Any water that we consume, it's got to be treated. Exactly. But
we have the technology.
Yeah.
I'm kind of skeptical if it's going to be as big of a deal here. And everybody's concerned because they've seen this one picture of somebody making a circle of the radius that it can affect. You know what I mean? It's not. I mean it can, because they said it's highly unlikely, which means that it's not possible that it won't affect us. You know what I mean?
But did you see just the residents? They were really skeptical about how fast that they were able to come back to their homes. People think they're going to see explosions in sudden cancer rates going up in areas directly around where that happened.
Yeah, possibly. And, they must be carcinogens.
No, for sure. It's 100%. 100%.
I don't know much about the chemicals. I wanted to look into it more, but I kind of just went through CBC real quick before this.
Did you see like any information on like what caused the train to derail? I heard
You know what? That's a good point. I didn't actually check.
Well, I heard it was something to do with like somebody failed to check that like the tracks, like standard safety like protocols when you're transporting highly dangerous chemicals. Like they have to do like these pre-checks, right? And I'm pretty sure I saw that the rail was unfit, and that's why the train derailed. But I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical about exactly why. Or who's going to be the scapegoat for that, because obviously somebody's going to be responsible for that. There's somebody that is supposed to do that check that obviously it went overlooked or what be it. But the thing is, at the same time, what was going on with that weather balloon that got shot down?
Yeah, because that's another big scenario that happened recently.
So I'm under the impression that usually when there's something going on that is getting exposure that people don't want exposure on, there's usually a catastrophic event, a death of a celebrity, or something huge to cover it up.
Just distract people.
Exactly. Like that's what I'm kind of skeptical about.
Yeah, there's a lot of skeptical situations about that. People think it's aliens.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
The military spent roughly $400,000 on a missile to shoot down a weather balloon, like as if the military doesn't have the type of technologies to identify something like that before they shoot down a weather balloon.
Yeah, a weather balloon. It wasn't a weather balloon. It was supposed to be identified as a Chinese spy balloon, and it was flying over Alaska and Lake Huron. Right?
I think
$400,000 missile. Okay, here's another conspiracy theory I'm bringing up, because some people are bringing up the fact that it could have been a hobbyist's $12 hobby balloon they were just using, and they used a $400,000 missile on a $12 hobby balloon, and they want to cover the fact that they just wasted $400,000 of taxpayers' money. Okay. That would be like a good reason to cover it up and say, oh, it was a spy balloon.
That makes sense.
Balloon. It could have been anything. Really, who you got to be worried about more? Like, do you think aliens are a bigger concern, or like China? You know, I don't know. Should I get into this? Do you ever think China might go to war with the rest of the world? I think that would be like a really big deal.
There's already like lots of stuff going on in like broad daylight right in front of your eyes. There's cyber war, like digital warfare. Yep. TikTok China. That's another big one that
they specifically designed TikTok to push certain content to specific people in different regions. Like Americans will get very dumbed down kind of basic things like, over-sexualized content pushed to them, really stupid, immature humor type things, but like people like it. People are gonna like. And then the Asian countries, I mean China, they get like math-oriented, educated, business-wise.
Right.
A lot of things pushed to them, but
that's what I heard.
Algorithm works in different ways, right? So whenever you're watching certain things on TikTok, it'll go based off what you like. So you'll just get content popping up of videos related to things you previously watched. So if you're watching a lot of dumb shit, they're definitely probably pushing a lot more towards us in like an advertisement aspect for them. I don't know. Cyber warfare, man. Could be a possibility. That's a cool thing.
Well, I thought it was kind of funny that it just so happens that this incident all happened over, not specifically like the Ohio thing, but the weather balloon thing. It basically, like, to me, that ties back to the Roswell incident, where most people think that a UFO crash landed in Roswell and basically where Area 51 is.
Yeah, they built Area 51 around the crash UFO site.
They had a huge military response to all that, and they were saying, "Oh, it's a weather balloon. It's a weather balloon." Like, why would the military be called out to a weather balloon? And now again, they're saying they shot down a weather balloon.
But the government said that it was a weather balloon. When has the government ever lied?
Oh, never. You can always trust the government.
Yeah, they never lie.
They've never put things in our food or water that are potentially harmful to human health.
Yeah,
they would never.
Never. To make a buck, monetization, money's important. If you say, money isn't happiness, you're lying, because a lot of money would probably make a lot of people happy.
Yeah, I think I'd be a lot happier.
But like the thing is, people do sick shit for money.
For sure. Absolutely.
Disturbing things like to be super successful, there's no way you're going through life doing good things for people all the time. You're scamming, you're probably scamming people, kind of like influencing them to buy something from you that probably they don't need, but you're just like a marketing person. Like money is a really it's probably like one of the most addicting drugs, if you want to think of it in that kind of sense.
True. It's honestly the root of cause behind pretty much all agendas, like if you think about it.
Yeah, the super wealthy, they're hoarders. They're hoarding wealth.
Exactly.
They get to do whatever they want with it.
But the thing is, like,
what is this, InfoWars?
I don't know. I think money's an artificial.
The frogs are fucking gay. Oh. They're turning the frogs gay.
Turning the frickin' frogs gay.
Turning the frickin' frogs gay.
All right.
Anything you wanted to go on about, buddy?
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Before we get into what you wanted to talk about, I wanted to say I got you a gift.
Oh, what?
When I went to the dispensary, when I was picking up a couple of drinks here. This is what I'm into now. This is not beer or anything. They're both mine.
What is it?
Okay, well, I was going in there just to get a couple of drinks because I don't like to smoke weed or anything, and I don't want to eat any edibles. The guy was telling me there was a hot sauce.
Hot sauce?
Yeah, hot sauce, edible
What?
hot sauce, right? It's a collaboration between Heartbeat Hot Sauce and Bogart's Kitchen. You've heard of, what, Bogart's Kitchen, you were saying?
Yeah,
Maybe?
I got a sticker on my work helmet from them.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I guess they make the edibles, and the Heartbeat Hot Sauce obviously makes hot sauce. It's
I
a
didn't
red
even know you could
habanero
make a
hot
fucking-
sauce. Yeah, I know, right? You'd have to have like the THC chemical bond to some fatty stuff, so, or it can bond to oil. I'm pretty sure.
It's probably the oil.
Yeah, but like the guy sold it to me because he was saying it tasted good, and like, you know, you like some good taste in hot sauces, and you like habanero, and that's like a gift for being such a good sport when doing the one chip challenge, buddy. You got through it.
Thank you.
I know you love that spicy stuff.
That's awesome, man. I thought this was going to be like a little brownie or something. Like,
Yeah.
I've literally never seen a hot sauce edible. That's so sick, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We should open it up.
Daps. Yeah, check it out. Get a close up on that bitch.
Okay. I'm really curious about this.
Yeah, it's childproof. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, I can literally smell it already.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to smell it.
I'm gonna drop this thing.
Ooh, that's a cool.
What? That's
Looks
so
like
sick.
Looks like a tincture.
Yeah. I was expecting like a little,
Shake that motherfucker up.
like a little, you know, like the Tabasco bottle. I thought that was gonna look like that.
There's some good. Yeah, that's some good hot sauce. That's
smells
the type of hot
really
sauce
good.
that I like.
Ooh.
That's a sick container.
It is. It looks like a little vial for like.
Yeah, man. I thought it was gonna be like a little dabber, but
Yeah, it looks like a little. Like, have you ever had like THC butter? Like
Yes.
not yeah the freaking
yeah, weed butter.
yeah. It's like you
Made a bit
use
of
this
it.
container for that.
Yeah.
You can get a close up.
It also looks like a cocaine Scooby.
It does. I was
Yeah.
trying not to say that.
Well, I don't gonna say it. I don't give a fuck.
It looks really good. Awesome, man. Thank you. Like, really appreciate that.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely gonna.
Cause I like edibles, but like I don't know about a hot sauce. I don't want to get high off of hot sauce. Hot sauce is I like to enjoy it.
Well, if you ask me,
that
that's
is
the perfect combination.
Perfect combination for this guy. That's what's up. So yeah, what do we want to get into this time around? We were talking about
I did have a couple things
spy balloons.
I was gonna mention, especially knowing you. I need to ask your opinion on this. What do you think of the Mschf boots?
Mschf
Yeah,
boots.
it's like MSCHF. You know that those boots that all the celebrities are starting to wear? Yeah.
What, the Astro Boy red ones?
Yeah.
The Astro Boy red ones?
Yeah.
Dude, straight up just a gimmick for sure. I don't know who would think that would be fashionably acceptable at any time, but it just looks funny, and it's gonna trend for the fact that people want to make fun of that shit. Okay, you want to feel cool? You like Astro Boy? Cool. Go do some cosplay. Go to the goddamn Comic-Con, Anime North or whatever the goddamn.
Put some respect on Astro
Yeah, put
Boy.
some respect on Astro Boy name, because that is a classic anime. Only the OGs know that shit.
And what are they selling those for? Like was something like $350, $250.
What the hell are they? It looks like flimsy plastic on them.
I was curious, like,
There's like another version. They're yellow and it looked like Mega Man shoes.
really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Mega Man shoes when he gets the, I don't know, rock element or something.
I was always curious, what does it look like on the inside? Because obviously the outside of that shoe is so big.
Yeah.
What makes it tight fitting, you know? Like,
Why?
curious.
Yeah, I know. It has to be like super like built up for your foot on the inside, but like
I wonder
I
if
don't
it's
know.
just like hollow.
Okay. The only way I can see that these shoes could be utilized is if you're stepping on soft snow and you're out, because it will act like a snowshoe because of the wide area it takes up. So you'd be walking on top of snow.
But wouldn't it be slippery?
Yeah, no, there's traction on the bottom. It's like
Is there
beveled
tread?
like shoes. Yes, there's treads on the
Okay.
bottom.
I've never seen the bottom, so
Yeah.
I
It
just
looked
assumed.
funny. It do look funny. Lil Wayne, I saw Lil Wayne in
Yep.
them for the first time. I don't know. Doja Cat, I think she got a pair. But it's just like, you know, these famous artists are probably buying into shares for this company and they're doing some trendy stuff on the internet and people are looking at it and they're laughing at it. But, you know, that's what happens. People all congregate, or whatever you call it, to trendy things that are just funny. Like, people love to get together and make fun of stuff. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You'll have like more friends if you hate the same things more than you even like them. People just love to hate. It's
That's
like
a really good point.
Hater culture on the rise like crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's wild.
Lil Wayne is pretty out there though with his fashion nowadays. Like, you ever see the kind of stuff that he wears?
Yeah, sometimes it's cool. Like I like pushing the line, pushing the border, like whatever is out of the norm, because that's cool. Like, I hate seeing like copycats and people just consistently doing the same thing and wearing the same fashion. Like, dude, you don't have to wear like super expensive designer name clothes. You can find some no-name designer from somebody that's like independent business, and you can find some very quality stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And still
for
look
sure.
fashionable. People will still think, oh wow, that must be an expensive shirt, but meanwhile it was $40.
No, like, you know how much stuff you can actually find at thrift stores? Like, I think most people know that, but
Yeah.
literally, like, I've seen some amazing clothes come out of thrift stores, like even designer stuff, like from Plato's Closet.
Yeah, Plato's
Like,
Closet.
buddy of mine is literally copped some brand name like designer clothes out of there.
Yeah,
Which is
I know.
crazy,
It is pretty good.
I actually found at what's the place by Walmart there? That thrift store? Remember?
But Walmart.
Yeah, like
which
Welland
one?
Ave.
Welland Ave Walmart.
You know, like right off the gas station there, the Canadian Tire one. It's right on the corner. It's like a thrift store there. I just forget the name.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Goodwill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't know why I couldn't remember that.
Yeah, Goodwill.
But yeah, literally, I was just browsing through there a
That
few
was
years
a big
back.
one. I've never been. I think I've only been in there once. I used to live in that area, but yeah.
I found a Michael Kors button-up shirt there.
Michael Kors.
Literally, like,
Nice.
it's crazy some of the stuff you can find sometimes.
Nice. Yeah, thrifting
okay.
is quality, but like I said, you don't have to spend much to be fashionable.
So, what have you heard about the Fireball lawsuit?
Fireball lawsuit.
Fireball whiskey.
Oh, is that because related to like the content of actual cinnamon in the drink?
No, it's I'll basically just run it down. So Fireball is under lawsuit right now because you know those little tiny ones that you find like at the cashier things,
Yeah,
whatever. So those have actual whiskey in it, but so I guess they started selling them at gas stations, right? But gas stations cannot sell liquor. So these little Fireball things that they're selling, it's still advertised the exact same. It's got the exact same label. It says Fireball whiskey, and but the thing is, they can't legally sell hard alcohol. So basically, they had to make the Fireball drink out of like a malt instead. But they're on the shelf saying that it's Fireball whiskey, but they can't legally do that. So they're being sued because they're actually selling a malt and claiming that it's whiskey.
Okay, yeah, because I heard they're claiming that it's whiskey, but it's not whiskey.
So it's technically false advertising. So they're being sued right now.
Yeah, everybody's always trying to make a quick buck out of like whoever can, just like finds that type of stuff.
What do you think about that though? Because I think a company that big selling alcohol, or any company that big, should already know, like prehand, like I know this, that you can't false advertise like that and sell something that isn't, you know, like, do you think they're...
I mean, yeah, if somebody's looking for a whiskey, do you think they're going to grab Fireball?
But I guess
a person who is a whiskey connoisseur, they're going to be like, oh yes, I'm going to sit back, get home from work and sip down a nice glass of Fireball whiskey.
But also, I guess technically,
get some nice scotch, boy. I mean, whatever you can afford, but
what if I didn't want to ingest a malt product, or say I was allergic?
True.
That's also a concern as well. You can't say this food or whatever has this ingredient in it and it doesn't, or it does.
Yeah, you might have a preference because I don't like malt.
Like, what about people? I know people that are. What's it called? They have a gluten intolerance, right? Like, maybe you don't want to consume a product like that.
You wouldn't be drinking alcohol if you had a gluten intolerance.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, at that point. But like you were saying, yeah.
But
specifically, people have their wants and their needs, and some people don't want to be drinking malt because it like messes your stomach up. You know, the day after you want to have like a clean whiskey. You know, because then you won't be as messed up. You know, malt just sits in your stomach. So I understand if somebody wants to contest that and say you can't do that, it's false advertising, because it is, because we get to call that stuff out because that's the law. That's how it works. Yeah. There's justice.
But why would a company that big knowingly do that? Like, as a matter of just saving a few cents on labeling?
Probably not that. They probably wanted to try and get away with the fact that they were selling it marked as whiskey, because they don't want to be like, you know, like I said, people don't want to always drink malt and it's cheap, but like probably putting malt in it and selling it for the same price as the milligram amount of Fireball whiskey. You know what I'm saying? So just be making more money. Just trying to like all about money. You know, that's how I feel personally.
I would guess the same.
Yeah.
It makes sense
for sure.
So did you see that recent picture of Selena Gomez?
Yeah, she's bigger. What? Yeah, like about that, because everybody's talking about her being bigger and stuff.
Yeah, like obviously, like with anything on the internet, there's going to be some wieners that think it's funny. I saw the picture, and I guess from an alternate standpoint, she did kind of have like an unassuming look on her face, which, like, okay, it's not that funny.
She does look bigger, so what?
But people, I guess, are, I don't know, kind of polarized about that, because
I mean, I respect her confidence in the industry to come out just naturally like that, because there's a lot of people who are just trying to one-up each other by paying money to look different with the plastic surgery, breast implants, ass injection, face injection, whatever you want to say it. But like, she's confident and she's like saying like, this is me, and I think that's good for a lot of younger women, especially. That's very important. And there's too much fake stuff going on in media, and I condemn her. Is that the right word? Commend, not condemn. Commend her for doing that. Well, and also, you know why she looks bigger.
Oh yeah, because she had lupus, right?
Yeah, or
has lupus.
Has lupus, and people didn't know, and they were just bullying her blatantly online. Like, if you got nothing nice to say, why bother? Just you know, you don't have to have your opinion go everywhere. It's like nobody wants to see your asshole all the time. Why are you gonna show your asshole? What the fuck? Just
because it makes me money.
Well, you just started an OnlyFans, right?
Well,
you got a specific place for that. Specific place, man. But yeah, she's taking medication for her lupus, and that's why she looks a little bit more bloated.
Yeah, so lupus is an autoimmune disease. But I think that's one of the biggest problems, like, say, like Selena is facing. Because when you're in the public spotlight like that, when you're a famous celebrity, it's not like you see that person every day. It's not your family or friend, right? So the second...
You don't know what they're doing right now. You don't know how she's looking now, how she's doing. Like,
but it just comes probably as more of a shock to people, because, like, say I haven't seen you for 5 years. Say you gained 100 pounds. All of a sudden, I'm like, whoa.
People can comment on it, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's why people are having such a reaction to it. But honestly, when I saw that picture, like, there's nothing wrong with the way she looks. Like, I honestly, I think she looks gorgeous. Like, I think she's probably, if not a little bit better looking with the weight.
Like, why?
There's way too many, like, way underweight, skinny chicks out there. You know, like,
these boys saying these negative things. You acting like you ain't gonna hit? You wouldn't hit if Selena Gomez came to your door? Are you crazy?
Straight
wealthy,
up, like,
talented.
I just feel
pretty?
bad for her. Like, people shouldn't be... Like, why is that even a topic? Like, okay, she gained some weight. Like...
Okay, cool. Yeah,
exactly.
People...
Next, like...
I don't know. People just want to say something to get themselves attention. They got to do whatever they got to do. And, like, you can do it in a better way where you're productive in society and helping people. And that's probably the best way to do it.
There's a couple comparison pictures there. She's really skinny.
Yeah, that's her.
She looks fine. And that's not even that big of a difference, though. Like, she's a little more full in the face, but...
Yeah, she's got bigger cheeks and, you know...
Still, like, completely attractive either way. So, like, I don't know why people got a dog her for that, but apparently back in 2015 she had
Selena alone.
Apparently she underwent chemotherapy in 2015 after being diagnosed with lupus. I did not know that.
Is lupus cancer?
It says, in 2017 Selena had a kidney transplant after suffering organ damage as a result to the autoimmune disease.
The more you know. You know, when you just, you know, you open your mouth and then you say something and you learn something about someone and you just have complete regret. That's how these people should probably feel.
I guess she's got a documentary as well. I haven't seen it, but...
No. I love documentaries, though.
The documentary is called My Mind and Me.
Yeah. You know, you should, people always just do your research. Don't just see the headline of an article and go, whoa, read it. You know, that's why they have these little pop-up things. Oh, you're going to share this prior to reading the article? You should probably read it. Those things should not exist. You should probably have the will to just look into it yourself. You know, and then you can base an educated opinion on it instead of sounding like a dumbass.
It's actually very true. A lot of people do not actually click on the actual article. They just see the headline and they start commenting, and then that's it. Next topic.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if it's something like it's just a headline, I will make a comment that's vague and not really specific about demeaning certain things, but like I can voice my opinion still. Anybody can, but literally just do it from an educated point. Read the article.
Well, exactly. A headline that I'm sick of seeing personally, anything to do with Mgk and Megan Fox.
Oh my god.
So sick. Everything I've learned about Mgk is against my will.
Absolutely. What a cringe relationship. Like, who the hell, like, people just want to see a car fire. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, Blueface and Krayshawn. We'll talk about that after, too. That shit is funny.
Yeah.
But, like, what happened with Mgk and Megan Fox? They break up? They broke up now? And
No.
Megan Fox break up with him?
No.
I heard she took the ring off that was supposed to be implanted to her finger. Something she took it off.
No, apparently, I haven't seen it.
Probably
But
just cut it with fucking...
Apparently the ring that they got has like forward-facing spikes, so that basically you try to take that off, it's gonna hurt you. But no, from my understanding, she basically fueled the fire by saying that starting rumors that Mgk was cheating on her, and she recently just came out and what's the word?
I seen an article where she denies the fact.
Yes. She shut down the rumors that she fueled, which is ridiculous.
She fueled what? Him to cheat?
No. She fueled the articles and all the, like, basically saying that Mgk is cheating on her, and then she went and shut it down. Like, oh no, he's not. Like, so what's going on here? Like, I don't even care for this, but
it could be another Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing. He could probably go to court for defamation if he was smart, but no, he's a lover boy.
Maybe they haven't drank each other's blood in a while.
Yeah, probably. They need to get back into their, like, fused symbiotic state. It's been a long time drinking each other's blood.
You know what's the funny thing, too, though? I actually, like, growing up, I used to think Mgk was actually pretty cool, but just...
I mean, as a rapper, he was cool. I don't know why Eminem
like his
just,
music.
like, fucking...
Eminem destroyed
He just
him.
destroyed him into another lane.
And now he's like a rock artist.
Oh, I can never rap again because everyone will always boo me. Yeah, I mean, that's where he had to go, to the emo sad boy phase, because he got, I don't know. He did a good job. I thought Rap Devil or whatever, what was his song?
No.
Eminem was Kill Shot.
Yeah, Eminem was Kill Shot.
And MGK was like...
I forget. That's how much I don't really care about MGK.
Yeah. No
but
doubt.
no, either way, like, I listened to both songs, and Eminem, like, you should have even spoken up to Eminem on number one. Like,
yeah.
Why?
Why? For
one of the
guy
goats.
so much experience, like, he's like your dad.
I'd be afraid to, even if I was Tech 9, I don't think I would challenge Eminem.
Do you remember The Game trying to diss him? Did you hear about that?
Yes.
And he put out... The song was actually decent, but Eminem is too high up there to even consider even writing back to him. And it's probably the best thing he can do, because that's the biggest diss. You don't have to write a song.
Honestly, think
I'm not going to look at you, little boy.
I think The Game's diss was pretty mid, honestly.
Definitely. He's not the rapper.
He's
like
way
that.
more lyrical than that, though. Like, if you listen to some of The Game's past songs, like what he did with Lil Wayne, Lyrical Homicide, anything in general by The Game was better than that.
I like the stuff he did with 50 Cent. That was a cool time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, now that we're talking about rappers anyways, this is a good segue. Kanye West. Kanye West, you heard about all that stuff with Adidas and him getting canned. Have you seen much about that stuff? Have you looked into it enough? I was interested because Kanye West, regardless, he's a very inspirational, talented artist when it comes to composition and stuff and his lyrics.
He's a great artist.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. Like, I know a lot of people you see, like, I don't know, I was at work and this old dude, he probably is in his 60s, he was the supervisor of the site, and he threw on some Kanye. He's just like, yeah, I love Kanye. You know, he's universal. He's out there, you know? So, but like he said a lot of this weird stuff about a tweet he made, and then he said some things on podcasts that were anti-Semitic,
right,
and such like that. Do you remember what it was specifically?
I can't remember exactly. I haven't followed too closely ever since.
Okay, so what it is he was just stating that all of like Hollywood and people who control the industry and rap are Jewish people. You know what I mean? And like because he's such a heavy Christian, it's just like he's got that Christian following. So I guess as a Christian, he felt obligated to, you know, try to downplay the fact that Jewish people own the entire industry and they don't respect black people or whatever. But beyond all that race stuff, Adidas dropped Kanye from the line because of all the anti-Semitic stuff. And then I watched a little interview after, when Kanye was like trying to promote his clothing line that is supposed to be more affordable, because that's what he wanted to do in the first place, to make it more affordable for everyone to have like Yeezys and stuff like that, and not have the prices jacked up, because that's not his decision. That's the corporation's decision to do all that stuff.
Right.
So in this interview, when these people are coming in to talk to him, he kind of states like, he made it seem like it was all a ploy to be dropped from the contract so he could become independent, you know, without like getting dropped from the contract, instead of having to go to court to fight to get out of a contract, you know what I mean, and like have to pay all this money. So they dropped him specifically because of those tweets. And he said, he made this funny statement, and I'll probably post up a video after this. He's like, this will be the first time in history that a multi-billion-dollar corporation will drop a multi-billion-dollar contract over a tweet.
Yeah. That's
over
crazy.
a tweet. And he's like, gotcha. Gotcha.
For everyone in contracts, I know that this will never happen again in history. There will never be a situation where people end a multi-billion-dollar deal off of a tweet. Gotcha. Gotcha.
That's what he says right at the end. He's like, you know what I mean? He's a smart guy. He's clever. And now that he's coming back and like he's not canceled, right? He said it himself, he can't be canceled. Adidas, first off, they tried to bring back Yeezys without Kanye. And Kanye West has such a fucking dedicated fan base, nobody's going to buy it. And they projected that they would lose $1.5 billion in a year hit to them if they tried to release those shoes. So now they're backtracking, they're backpedaling now. And apparently they want Kanye West back at Adidas.
Really?
Yeah, they want to have him back.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how things work like that? Yeah. Isn't that funny? He's just laughing.
Full circle.
Yeah, shit just happens. Shit happens full circle like that. Hilarious.
Well, going back to what you were saying, just about how that tweet was looked at as anti-Semitic, I don't think that it was...
He said a fact.
That's what I mean. I don't think it was aimed to be anti-Semitic. Like, if you're stating something that is fact, that doesn't make it purposely offensive.
I know. I think he worded it in a way that was like, it was like borderline pushing, like being anti-Semitic or racist, but like people like to get mad about everything because everyone's so PC now.
I think they're spinning it, honestly. Like
the people on him.
No,
to try to cancel him.
I think no. I think that they're spinning that statement as anti-Semitic because it's very easy to do, right?
Yeah,
and look what just happened.
Yeah.
Dude just got canceled, but like you were saying,
they want him back.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
didn't know that.
confirmed by Complex. Apparently, I've seen
Okay.
an article on Reddit that just popped up. I was looking at it recently.
That's surprising. I really didn't expect to hear that.
That is just so funny to me. I don't know. Things just happen. We're just the audience witnessing things fall. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like all these famous people getting a little woke right now, getting a little existential, I might say. You got anything else to talk about?
Not at the moment. I was actually gonna.
We can make some stuff up. We can still just chill and like whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to like take a minute.
I got one more thing to talk about.
Okay, because I was gonna say I was gonna take a break in a minute.
Yeah.
But
we can take a break and come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let me bring up the fact. I think I might be performing a show with my younger brother and his friend. They go by Lil Bobo and Gliss, and I will come out as Spawn at the time. My name is Spawn. It's been Spawn for a while, but I think I'm on the verge of changing my name.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I won't really disclose whatever that's going to be. So it's March 11th at Camp Cataract in Niagara Falls. And who's going to be performing? Pluto Han. I think Swish Styles. He's going to be there. Aero Styles. And Nine Side. I think that's his name. I don't know if that was the song, but he sounds pretty dope. But yeah, I'm going to be performing with Lil Bobo and Gliss. I will put up actually a video of one of their songs real quick so you can just take a little gander.
I'm too sick of allergies, getting people every week. Look, I said, how you doing? I know that I'm gonna do it. I'm on my bros, you pushing a load. I'm on the road, I cannot trust no. Man, they almost caught my ass. I'm off of the main 200 on dash.
He got like, on one of his hottest tracks, he's got 6.4 thousand on YouTube views. He's got a lot of plays on SoundCloud. And like, he's only been producing himself. Well, he's not producing like the beats and stuff. He records himself and all that and produces his vocals, how he lays it out and all that on his tracks. But yeah, he's got 6.4 views on YouTube. He's doing well with the traffic there. He's a really talented guy. He's only 21 right now.
So he's coming up.
He's coming up. He only just releases like some videos 2 years ago. He's like me. He edits all his own stuff too. Like videos. Very, very smart kid. Kind of runs in the family.
Well, that's good for him, man. Getting put on a venue is very big, like, especially as an
Yeah, it's
artist.
a small venue. It's a good start. It's his first show, so
But
I got to put him out there because he hasn't been doing anything else but like, you know, just releasing it online. I think he has to be out there, you know.
Yeah,
That's where
for
you
sure,
really
man.
get
Well, big ups to that guy.
Connect and experience that. I want to see how he performs. So that'd be interesting. So Will Smith is making a comeback. They're gonna make an I Am Legend 2. And I am stoked. I Am Legend 1 was pretty dope. Will Smith he's been a really great actor. A lot of people love him. And like, I guess you always gotta bring up the slap. When he slapped Chris Rock. What did you think about that?
That was...
like, what's your opinion about that? I want to know what other people's opinions are.
That was pretty heavy, man. Like, I think a lot of people were shocked. Like,
oh,
I don't
everybody
think
was
people
shocked.
thought that was real. But,
yeah, you know.
I've also heard opposite side of the...
I think it's something that's been going on. And, like, Chris Rock didn't know Jada was going, like, through alopecia or whatever. And that's why she was balding. But, like, he's a comedian, so he's going to make jokes. You know, I think as Will Smith he's been like such a good guy character on everything and like how he's always portrayed and stuff. Mm-hmm. That he's been like bottling up all this tension and stuff. He's like,
but look at what Jada did to him, man. Like anybody would snap after so long of that. Like, I feel bad for the dude
doing that. Yeah,
like,
you gotta feel bad for him. Like a slap is a slap. You know what I mean? When it happened, I was just like, yes. like this is fucking sick, bro. And then everybody else was just like, no, that's wrong. That's not how you deal with your anger and stuff. And it was just like, oh, I mean, he was all up in his mood, and I guess, yeah, Jada's playing mind tricks with him, and he had to look back at her and then be like, oh, I gotta stand up for my wife or else she's gonna think I'm a bitch and keep on bullying me.
He must be under like extreme mental turmoil, man. Like what do you do when you're a famous celebrity and your wife puts you up there and just lights you on fire? Like you seen that interview on
those interviews are so stupid.
What is it, Red Table?
She's just so woke and so, I don't know, she's weird. Red Table, I don't know what it was called.
Red Table Talk, I believe.
They even had the kids on there.
Yeah.
Too, at some point, like,
you could just see the look in that man's eyes.
Yeah, like, man, like, boom, he was about to freaking just explode.
Like, that guy's had enough.
He's holding so much back there. He's like, but like, you know, I can resonate with that.
It really disappoints me, though. I mean?
It's like what we were talking about the other day at the food court, when, you know, nobody gets to see what's going on in the background, you know? Yeah. And then you're dealing with a lot of stress, and this person is pestering you outside and kind of making a fool of you at that point. And sometimes you gotta just release some tension, and then everybody sees you as the bad guy when they don't know your story. They don't know what's happening behind closed doors, behind the curtain.
Yeah, that's almost 100% of the time, man. Like, you don't know what's going on in someone's life. It's easy to judge based on what you can take at face value. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a lot of what led up to that moment. But it's kind of saddening for me, honestly, because growing up, I loved Will Smith, man. Like,
everybody loves Will Smith.
He's a great actor. I can't throw dirt on his acting. Like, but at the same time, for me, it's kind of like it's obviously distasteful, but as well, The Rock. I love The Rock. Growing up, Rock was amazing. I loved him as a wrestler.
Okay, you're making the similarities to these people act themselves, like their character is,
it's like Adam Sandler. He plays himself in every
same
movie.
Character, you know what I mean? We're getting older now. It's kind of being overdone. So like I know he released some more movies that got lower reviews and stuff, but like Will Smith usually just does great, but you know, it kind of gets like repetitive after a while.
Yeah,
doing
like
that
anything.
Stuff. Just like, yeah, I know, but I'm stoked for I Am Legend 2. You know, the first one was a good one, and I hope they can do some great things with that.
It's always hard to make.
You need his comeback. I need a comeback. Yeah, I love the comeback stories.
There's so many movies though, like so many great one-off movies that they try to redo down the road, and they just can't hold it up to that standard anymore. And there's so many movies that have been they've had like sequels, and they just sucked. Mm-hmm. Like it just wasn't the same. You know, like they just don't hit that mark anymore. Yeah. Because it was done in an era where it was just right for the era. Like, just say some of Jim Carrey's movies, they wouldn't necessarily do as well in the modern day. As far as like jokes.
Everybody loves Jim Carrey still.
Oh, for sure, man.
Even like
Dude
Sonic the Hedgehog.
I didn't see that one.
Really?
No. I
It's
kind of
a decent movie. It's a decent movie still. I
was
like
kinda
the characters.
surprised,
They did a good job with the characters, and like I love the fact that they responded to the fan backlash when he looked weird. In the second one, they have ugly Sonic in it. That was a great meme. Yeah, they have him actually.
I didn't know
I'm
that.
ugly Sonic. He's all fat and stuff. He's got like a beard gut.
I'm so glad that
looks so messed up.
they reworked that though.
Yo.
Like when I saw it, I
You
was
gotta incorporate the meme fan base.
like, look what they did to my boy.
Look what they did to my boy.
I'm so glad they reworked that though. Honestly, like that was the right thing. Like people are expecting to see that cartoony version of Sonic. Like they gave him like humanoid eyes and
yeah,
like,
and real people teeth.
yeah, like
And like
I was
the
like,
mouth
I
was
am not going to see this.
You're
Like,
gonna scare kids. We're trying to make it for adults. You know. So yeah, we went out Friday night to Monty's to support my buddy's band, Violet Fire, with Danny Phelan, Hunter Mschf, and Justin Featherstone. Great players. Danny Phelan's probably like one of the best guitar players I've ever seen in real life. He like really takes inspiration from Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix and old classical blues players, and he can play things so like effortlessly. It's just mind-boggling. I think everybody needs to see what these guys are doing because he's pushing like the border of like old style 70s music. Like I feel like I was at like Woodstock 69 or whatever at the time this guy's playing, but he's like his style of playing, he's making it like more modern, and they're kind of doing the psychedelic vibe. I just am so happy to be friends with this guy because I think more people need to see what's going on here in our city within whatever talents everyone has, because we've got a lot of talent around here, and I think we just need more attention. We need people to come together to actually make something of it. You know what I mean?
yeah, honestly, I think a lot of local artists, even businesses, need way more promotion than they get. Like Danny was killing it, dude. Like he was soloing on that guitar, man. Like
ripping solos and singing pretty much simultaneously.
Yeah,
the
dude has a crazy good voice. Like he sounded like studio quality, man. Like that. Like these guys deserve something, man. Like that was really good show.
They need that attention. Also, like the way he was, his showmanship and his confidence, you can see it on stage when he's talking to everybody. He just knows what to say, and it just comes off the top, and he's just being himself, right? He's just a naturally talented, funny, charismatic guy. It's great. He's a great frontman.
Yeah, there's only 3 of them too. And their drummer was going
so
nuts.
Hunter, nuts. Yeah. Such a great drum player. And the bassist, I wish they turned the bass up a bit more.
No, yeah, I was so glad when they.
I went to school with him. He played guitar like mainly, but he's getting into the bass, and like I can't even tell. I assume he was a bass player.
Oh, he's not.
Like he didn't start off on bass. He was playing guitar before, but he learned all his music and stuff like that. But like he started picking up bass for the band, and I think he's doing a great job at being a bass player. You know what I mean?
Could have fooled me, man. He was so good. Like when they had like a little intermission between songs, I'm glad somebody told them turn that bass up, because it was the right call. Like you needed to hear that bass, man. It was good.
Turn it all up, baby.
Yeah, I think I was probably trying to clap the loudest, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
Man, they were good. They were good.
Yeah, a lot of friends showed up. It was a good time. Great to see everybody. But yeah, the way his showmanship is, when he was just picking up that guitar and he was throwing it around. He wasn't even playing it, but he was using it like an instrument just on the ground. And he was making a show out of it. And he's hitting the fucking whammy bar like he's trying to bring it back to life. Like, just slapping the shit out of it. Like that guitar was going to call the cops and charge him for assault. Just doing a great job. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Give my boys a little promotion there.
Yeah,
that's what we're supposed
they
to
were
do.
on fire, quite literally.
He should have set it on fire. It would have just been so much cooler. I'd be like, yo, call back to Jimi Hendrix, bro. That was good.
Yeah, but definitely check out Violet Fire.
Violet Fire. Let's put up their Instagram or something. You can check it out yourselves.
This subject's kind of going a little under the radar almost. Like it.
Oh, really? Yeah, because I haven't even heard about this.
That's what I mean. Like, it kind of went to the back of my mind.
Like, bro, how much does Joe Biden show up in, like, media when he's actually doing things, you know? And just not making a complete fool of himself because he's an elderly old man.
The guy's, like...
Weird.
Appears senile.
Yeah, he seems senile. But, like, is it just a ploy? Is it just the smokescreen in front of your face for people to pay attention to that and not what he's actually doing? So what's going on, man?
Hard to say, man. Like, some of the stuff that he's done on camera looks pretty insane. Like, what was it? He went to go, like, for a handshake, but nobody was even there. I'm pretty sure I saw a video like that.
It was a reptilian.
But, maybe it was the Queen.
It was probably the Queen. She just shed her skin, and she's in her mature reptilian form.
Yeah, that's just a huge FYI. The Queen didn't actually die. She just molted.
Yeah, she molted her skin, and her reptilian camouflage skin made her invisible. And now she's just walking around. She could be with us. What the hell, man?
But what is going on with Ukraine? Honestly, I haven't seen much about that.
The war's still going, too. I'm like, that was like big in the news for a bit, but now it's just like, oh, it's just war. It's happening all around the world. We just don't pay attention to it.
It's getting downplayed. Just like, remember some odd years back when everyone was like super scared that North Korea was going to launch nuclear war and all that? Like, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, all of a sudden, people are talking about the potentials of World War III, and
always a thing.
What of it now?
What if it's just happening right now, under our noses, and it's cyber warfare? That's the real war. Get into the minds of the masses.
That
really, it is. It is. It's just thoughts for people to dwell on. So what's this about Joe Biden made a surprise visit to the Ukraine? Okay. Oh yeah. He was giving Canada also giving money to support Ukraine.
Canada's giving money again?
I just read that, yeah.
Like, who are we not giving money to besides
ourselves?
Yeah,
we give it to everything else except for us. I mean, there's a lot of money going around that we have for ourselves, but like, I can't get into it too much. I don't know about it enough.
Well, what I want to know is, where is the war on the cost of living?
Oh, damn!
Like, nothing's going on about the cost of living. Honestly, it's a huge problem that everybody's dealing with. Everybody's under the same strain, but nothing is happening. Like,
people need to like understand. I've been saying this for years, and I don't think I should be saying this, but like, we need to have forces within the civilian sectors that are like police, but literally civilian.
It's like a militia.
A militia specifically.
Exactly.
Civilian funded organizations to protect us from the government. And I don't know, but it's just like, people are not about being that stern and holding a ground against something, because like, people are afraid of violence, and that's a big issue, and like going up against the government. But like, at the end of the day, we're the entire colony that runs this, and I mean, they're doing exactly what they need us to do and divide, because that's how all their tactics work against us.
But the thing is, you can't fight the system through the system. That's exactly one of the biggest downfalls of the mentality of people, is that they think that they have to do things through the system. But the only time you ever get real change in government is usually when there's an uproar and things have to happen. Just like what happened with the truckers and all that, there was an uproar. That's the only reason why things started to change, because people actually took it into their own hands.
Mm-hmm. There's this famous saying by one of these very intelligent philosophers named Serge Tankian, and the quote is...
Sergey?
No, Serge Tankian.
Is it Serge?
From System of a Down.
Okay.
And it is war. Fuck the system. That's supposed to be a humorous thing.
It sounded pretty solid.
I know, but people aren't gonna get the fucking joke probably if they don't listen to System of a Down. What? But yeah, you're absolutely right. You can't work through the system to get what you want.
Because if the system doesn't want it, you're not going to get it.
Yeah, because it doesn't work with the system that they made. We got to make our own.
So a little while ago,
They have to follow.
did you see, there was a couple articles about it in St. Catharines Standard, that new build that was going on Ontario Street, that apartment building that they're like building a huge building now.
Okay. That's like an empty lot. There's grass there and stuff.
I think so.
We
It's either
drove
that
past
or
it.
I can't remember. I could probably pull up the article, but just as it stands, like they're making a huge apartment building, right? But people were commenting on that because
Is it going to be affordable? Probably not.
probably not.
Definitely
but,
not.
One of the things about that though was
Hopefully.
that they were offering first dibs to people that want to invest. I think it was they're offering it to companies first, and they're not offering it to like the average person, say you or myself, like say someone that's more well off that could invest in such a thing.
People who can already buy houses.
Yeah, but they were closing off first dibs
market,
to not to the public, but to the companies and stuff. But like what's going on with that? Like that seems like
They've made these mistakes before, like trying to build those
Let's see if I can find it.
what were they supposed to be houses that lady wanted to put up, and they got rid of Mansion House in Port Dalhousie just to build those. Nobody bought them.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to invest in them. It was a stupid idea. You're stupid. You're dumb.
Yeah, man. A lot of people are upset about that. I took some.
I never got
pictures.
to. I got to go there once. I snuck in because I was underage at the time. It was pretty cool, but I would have liked to experience it later on in life. But I never will now because it's a
I don't
great
think
place.
I've ever been there, to be
Nobody
honest.
goes. Who goes to Port Dalhousie now? Like it's
Back
so
in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
You ever go
It's
to
an
those?
all right beach still, but
You ever go to those parties that they used to have, like back, like when I was in, say,
there was a one end of the year party where we were all graduating and stuff, or some of us were, because we were all different ages at the time, and there was like 50 of us there. It was a great time. Just one last finale, but yeah, the parties you're talking about, there's just
well, I don't know if who all was there, but like back in the day, like I was probably in grade 9 going to Governor Simcoe, and it would just be like a thing. Somebody would make a post on Facebook on it would be like,
I love doing that.
party at Port Dalhousie, and like 500 kids would show up, and then the cops could barely even shut that down.
Yeah. Those were great times. I loved doing that stuff when I was younger. That stuff don't happen no more. The younger generation ain't doing that shit. What the heck happened?
Just so many drunk
It's not
people.
as sick.
Just all over the beach. Like you just run into so many people that you know.
I
just
know, just drunk.
drunk in the mist.
Yeah.
Like cops going, or everyone just kind of walks away from the
everybody,
cops.
yeah.
But man, I miss those days.
Yeah, even like Burgoyne Woods.
Yeah, it's the same
Like
thing.
Burgoyne Woods.
House parties really disappeared. Like in our day, house parties were the thing.
People are really just like, they're really shy. Like they're timid and stuff. There's less people like getting together. It probably was something to do with COVID a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
But like the younger generation, they're just not like that anymore.
Well, I was always thinking that like I would never want to be the person to host a house party, mainly because so much shit gets stolen, so much
When you have random
shenanigans.
people
But
showing
mainly, I always thought
Shit
like,
breaks. But that's just who you invite. But like you
Yeah.
never know who's coming.
well, lots of
Again,
people show
everybody
up.
come. Yeah.
But I always just thought, man, I don't think I would want upwards of 50 kids flushing my toilet 300-400 times in a night. And like that must raise the water bill like crazy, you know? Like because I always
get
think
it all
about
inclusive.
that.
Sorry, landlord. Sorry about that. But yeah, the younger generation aren't doing that type of stuff, and the sex rate is decreasing like exponentially compared to 20 years ago. Like kids, like the younger generation are not having sex, and there's a lower birth rate, and that's a thing that's happening now.
I think our generation doesn't really want to have kids. Like there's obviously
No.
people that do, but yeah, back when I was in college, actually, as part of my millwright program, I had to take an English course. So they said, find something and write a report on it. So I went online and I was looking up. I found an article by the World Health Organization that was basically saying within the coming decades, old people are going to outnumber young people like 2 to 1 or more.
Yeah, that's why PSW is in such high demand right now. Social workers and all that type of thing.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is crazy too. Like people, when we were growing up, everyone was going into the computer boom generation, and now those jobs are flooded. Same thing with teaching. Teaching is flooded, and now there's a huge demand screaming for trades. And
yeah, that's in demand too because younger generations don't want to work hard like that. I think a lot of them, or maybe they find it hard to get into, but I don't know. I don't know where the future's going at this point in regards to that.
It seems like there is a lot of youth out there that are either way too sheltered or they're way like, I don't know, like how to put it in like a term.
They're not hardened. I feel they're not dealing with as much stress from. Well, maybe they are dealing with stress in their own way, and it's mainly majority mental illness, and that's like a big deal now. Like you get a lot of help and treatment. Actually, there's a decrease in the number of therapists to be able to work with people with mental illnesses now because that is so abundantly recognized now that there's a huge demand for therapists as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So people are dealing with their mental health issues and not able to get the help at the same time. It's just...
I think a lot of people really just weren't taught or kind of coached to be able to handle things mentally. Like when we were growing up, we didn't have a choice. Like it's just, you got somebody bullying you or whatever. You feel insecure about yourself, the way you look, how big you are, how small you are. We just had to deal with it and find our own ways. Like, but part of that, like we had a little bit more of like a push from our parents because our parents definitely had it rougher than we did.
Yeah, I find what's making it a reason why people are so sensitive now, I guess, is because there's so many different places that are enforcing other people to stop, I guess, being so hard on each other and like a really to the T specific minor things like microaggressions. You can't do that stuff, like all that kind of thing. You're gonna get exiled. You're gonna get canceled, as they say.
Right.
So people don't want to be looped into that, so they're being forced to be kinder. Kinder people makes people softer, and that's just the way life goes.
But I think also it's mainly because everybody's got a fucking platform these days.
Yeah,
for anything. Like
it's too easy.
Any problem you have, you give them a platform. Like that's really it. Like I understand as far as quality of living, like these things are good. People have more rights. People have more entitlements and stuff like that, especially as far as work. Like a lot of stuff that used to fly back in the day, you can't do that anymore. You can't talk to people certain ways. But I think now that it's been given such a big platform, we're not taking an inch, we're taking a mile. So all of a sudden, like I don't like the way you talk or whatever, like you got to call me this. If you don't call me this, I'm offended. And now you can be fined for doing that. Like if you don't refer to people by their pronouns, which is perfectly fine if you want to be referred to as whatever you want. But now it's just getting too far. Like we're just going way too far. Like
I think a lot of people are going to be able to pull back from that, and hopefully for a bit it was just kind of like a phase we were going to, and like with every system that gets in place there are pros to cons, and people will recognize and develop something to make that system better. And I think progressively we're probably going to get better at learning how to deal with things, because you know what, to teach people like to stop being mean and stuff is like whatever, but like if you're a kid that's never been exposed to like bullying and stuff, when it happens it's going to be 100 times worse because you haven't been exposed to those type of hardships. So I feel like, do what you can within reason to toughen the spine of these kids. these children. Like, you know what I mean? Don't beat them up, but you can teach them. You can teach them gradually how to be strong.
But that's the thing too. One of the fundamental problems of just being overprotective and stuff like that, and sheltering your kids, is that like once they get out into the real world, they're gonna realize how tough life actually is. Like,
exactly.
You know,
you're not gonna be prepared.
Yeah, like
and then you're gonna be stuck as an individual who will be easily manipulated and exploited, and that's what happens a lot. Happened to me, happened to a lot of people, and you know, it'll just take longer for you to progress when you haven't been exposed to these things, because there are always those bigger sharks, the bigger fish that want to come down, take a hold of you, and they'll tell you what they need to for you to do what they want.
Yeah.
Okay, we want to get momentum going with this type of thing, and we're only going to be able to do it if you guys like our stuff, comment on it, share it, follow, subscribe, do all those things. If you don't have a YouTube account, just make one, easy peasy. You just, could you do us a favor maybe?
Yeah, if you like watching our content, you want to see more, it's really the small things that help build, we have a lot of plans to add on to what we're doing.
Yeah, and network with other people, because other people are very interested in being on this show of ours as well.
We'd for sure love to have guests. So, like, if you're interested, you can hit up either one of us if you have us on Facebook. Yeah. Or even, just like we said, just comment. And if you have any ideas or...
Yeah, we want the engagement and the involvement of everybody else. So, voice your opinions.
Yeah, we'd love to add content, do different things other than, discuss topics. Like I'm getting pretty into doing these spicy food challenges. I got the Lil Nitro World's Hottest Gummy Bear sitting right here. And I also wanted to sample these hot sauces. My brother got me the Steve-O's hot sauce for your butthole and Steve-O's Butthole Destroyer hot sauce.
Are they supposed to be super hot?
No,
they're not super. They're supposed to be good, eh?
I think this one is just like regular, but this one does say warning. This stuff is seriously fucked up.
Nice.
So I'm gonna sample it. I'll do a little product review.
I'd like to sample this one because
we can do it.
You want to do it now?
Sure, we can do it.
I'd like to do it.
And this is in no way sponsored by Steve-O.
Yeah.
But
Steve-O, hit us up, man.
When this guy came out with this hot sauce, the way he tried it, take a guess.
What he did to try the hot sauce?
How this guy, when this hot sauce came out, he poured it into his eyeball. Each different one.
I was assuming he butt chugged it.
That's honestly like
it's right up the alley.
I wouldn't put that past Steve-O.
Steve-O.
But yeah,
good thing.
Because I saw this and I was like, man, that's awesome. Like I would definitely be down to try this, but I just don't think personally I would have bought it for myself because just online it's pretty fairly priced, but I didn't want to pay the price of these plus the shipping. But my brother found it on Amazon and subsequently he ordered them for me because his girlfriend accidentally dropped my bottle of hot sauce and the bottom just blew out. Oh no. So I'm pretty excited to try this. We'll try the less spicy one first.
I did want to try this. I was looking at it on Amazon, but like you were saying, pretty expensive on top of the shipping price and stuff.
And my brother's got Prime, so
yeah.
But it was awesome though. I was so stoked when I got this.
Yeah, and even Steve-O as a guy, watching him come out with things like this, his own podcast, and like being able to release merchandise, making movies, just seeing from where he came from to where he is now is a really good inspirational like story. You know what I mean? He was like what? He was
dude, Steve-O's
like unwealthy kid. He went to clown school to be a clown.
Yeah, that's how he can do all this.
Got together with a bunch of little hoodlum skater friends to make little videos and stuff, and then just came up step by step. And like, you gotta tell people, like you want to talk about doing things, don't just talk about it. Apply yourself, invest in it, do it. It's not impossible. Like you might be just thinking about doing things. Don't waste your time. Try it out. If it doesn't work, do something different. That's how it works, man. You just keep on trying, don't give up, but you'll do something people will like, hopefully. But you know, when you're not getting the response you want, you can't consistently keep on doing the same thing, right? Because that's what they say the definition of insanity is. If you keep on trying to get a different result doing the same thing over and over again, do something different. Go out of your lane, out of your scope. You never know what'll come of it. And that's the joy of life. You never know what's going to come out of anything you do. So
yeah, man,
apply yourself. Don't talk about it. Invest.
Do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Shia LaBeouf worded it perfectly.
Don't let your dreams
and so did Nike,
be
apparently.
dreams.
Yeah, man, you hit it pretty good there. Something I wanted to say in addition to that is, just shout out to anybody that's trying. Like, even if you know that you're not getting, how do I say this? Even if you know that what you're doing, you're never going to be super successful in it or whatever, like just anybody that's trying, like whether it's your job, like you're doing it just to stay alive, like it's hard sometimes, but
yeah,
I think that really deserves a sort of a sort of commendation because it's hard, man.
Commend.
It's hard to keep doing the things that you have to do and still want to keep striving for that. Like,
yeah, pursue your own goals at the same time. Don't let go.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this podcast, man. We're just trying. That's it.
We're trying.
That's all you can do is try, man. Just keep going.
We want to put that message out there for sure. I always love that. And like, there's nothing I love to see more than people doing the things that they love, regardless of what other people think. Like, you could be doing anything. And I brought this up before in a different conversation, but like, whatever you're doing, if you're just like really love doing something, collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards, playing Pokemon, collecting Pokemon cards, collecting whatever, popsicle sticks, rocks, I don't care. I love to see people happy doing the things they love. Do it regardless of what people think. As long as it's in the range of not
self-destructive,
detrimental to other people or self-destructive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your body's a temple. Care about your health. Care about others. We're getting a little too nice here. Change it up.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, even if it seems like a means to no end, as long as you're happy,
Yeah.
But anyways, let's open this one
test
up.
that out.
Yeah.
You want to use something? I don't know what I have.
You can put it on a plate.
Yeah, put it on your fingers.
I was just gonna dap it off my finger, unless you want to put it on a plate if you prefer that.
Chopstick.
Yeah, we got chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get this off. Alright, shake it up a bit. Okay, so this has habanero, Naga Jalakia chili peppers, carrot. That's mainly all the spiciness in it.
Nice.
Ooh, it smells pretty good.
Hot sauce review.
Want to take a smell?
Oh, smell? So what would that be good on? Can I smell that?
Kind of smells like
That smells like it would be good on chicken.
yeah, like some kind of Asian food.
Not specifically like steak, but like, yeah, the spices in there.
Okay. Not super spicy or anything.
No.
I'd say it's a little bit on the saltier side. It's not bad though. I don't dislike it. What do you think?
Yeah, it's not bad. Not a lot of sodium either, which is weird because you said it was salty.
Yeah, to me it does taste
Not a crazy
little
amount
bit.
of sodium.
Yeah, 80 milligrams. Not bad. As far as flavor though, I think it
That would
could
good
be
on some chicken.
Yeah, definitely good on some chicken. I don't know, I think it could have a little bit more of like a distinct flavor. It's kind of like not too many specific notes on there. It's just kind of like run of the mill, I guess. It's harder than Frank's. Nothing like extreme, but that was the the less spicy one.
I can really taste the garlic.
I can taste the carrot, onion, for sure garlic. I thought it'd be a little bit hotter just because it's got Naga chilies in it. Mm-hmm. But let's try this other one.
What are Naga chilies? Is that a Asian thing? Like, sounds probably.
I kind of forget. Naga Jalakia. I know it's on the hotter side. It's up there as far as
I don't
Scoville's.
know. Going off,
I can't remember, to be honest. I can't fully
I want to try that.
put my finger on what all the little THC hot sauce. I'm excited for that. I'm probably gonna put that all whatever I eat. I'm gonna just put it all on because it's
Fucking right.
It's a small amount.
It's a perfect amount.
It's like 10 milligrams THC. Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
10 milligrams in that. That's all you're allowed to have.
Oh yeah, I guess.
That's the law, apparently.
This one's not tearing so well. Alright, give this one a little shake. So this one, the Butthole Destroyer. This one's got more spicy peppers in it. It's got Scorpion, Naga, and Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, that one's darker, so
Ooh, yeah.
definitely looks hotter.
Looks a little
I'll probably
meaty.
have. Oh, it is meaty, chunky.
So yeah, this is basically almost.
There's a lot of. That's good. I like to see that. I like to see that it's blended and just not liquid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
not just
actually
like-
got like the pepper mash in it.
Yeah. It's real hot sauce.
Yeah, so this has got the two same chili ingredients as the one chip. But obviously, it's not going to be nearly as hot as that, man. Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, boy. Yeah, that's good.
It's a little. I'm going to shake that up a little bit more just because there's a little
This
bit.
is the one
Ooh.
that says warning on it.
I just got a whiff of it, too.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of
Guys getting excited.
thick
Will wake
sauce.
me up.
There we go. Ooh, this one smells good. I think I'm going to like this one way better.
Probably.
I'll mix that in a bit. Still some thicker stuff at the top. Ooh.
That's all right.
That looks good.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. That one's got a kick. I like this one. That's more my type of hot sauce. That's a... Ooh. Oh, that hits the back of your throat once you swallow that.
That's good.
It's that I like that flavor a lot.
That's the type of hot sauce I use.
I'd say that's a good 8 out of spiciness. This other one, more of just like a flavor enhancer, I guess, if you're looking for that for your food. I'd say this one's more like a 6.
There's way more salt in this one, but obvious. It's more.
I like the flavor though, man. That was good.
It's good.
Nice and spicy. I'm gonna be consuming that.
I will consume.
Eat it.
Oh, that's good. Good for the congestion.
Oh yeah, you're a little congested. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was perfect. That like literally just cleared my nose up completely. That's what I was
Yeah.
doing. I was walking around. I was like, oh, I got this jalapenos. I ate a couple of jalapenos. I was like, okay, yeah, I can breathe a little bit. But that's way better.
Yeah. So, if you want a little bit more kick, I would definitely recommend the Butthole Destroyer. All day.
Yeah, you gotta like hot sauces to like get this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not regular people like fucking.
Yeah,
eat
that's
this,
true.
You know, you gotta really like hot sauce. I like that. I dig that. I get one.
Maybe even higher. Maybe I'm gonna say more like an 8.5 because longer
For
that
what,
sits on
heat?
my tongue. Yeah. Longer that sits on my
You
tongue.
had a bit
it's-
more than me. I know I was gonna take a little bit amount because I just wanted to taste it.
I did get some chilies in that one, like the seeds.
That'd be nice for like dipping a drop
chili.
in a stew.
Chili, soup,
Ooh,
stew.
chili.
Yeah. The other one would probably be better on like pizza.
Yeah, I could put that on like that, like some, like a steak stew.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. That one would be more for chicken. This
Yeah.
one,
Yeah, this is
definitely a red meat. If you want, you like. Don't. I don't really like putting anything else on my steak except for butter, but it's good. Like in a stew, different. That's a different story. That's good. That's.
yeah, I can
makes
feel it on my tongue.
head feel good.
Yeah, man. Steve-O's hot sauce.
Butthole Destroyer?
Yeah, do
Is
recommend.
that what it's called?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got the one's got a picture of Steve-O with a stick of dynamite up his ass, and then the other one, his ass is just exploding.
Yeah, that's a nuclear bomb. That's a nuclear bomb going off there.
You can find this on Amazon, just in case anybody is curious. You don't have to get it straight from Steve-O's website, especially if you have Prime and you're looking to avoid that shipping cost. Oh, did you see that thing on Facebook? The taco and beer festival that's going on?
Yes. I'm down to go.
Yeah.
Even though I don't drink or anything, I'm down to go. Like, that sounds like a good time. Tacos and beer.
Yeah, we should definitely get some footage for that.
Yeah. There's multiple going on, though. There's one in Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
There's one going on somewhere else, I think locally.
I didn't know that. I'm excited for that, man. Like, you will see us there, for sure.
You will see us. Come say, hey. Or just,
man.
You know, maybe we can mob out.
Yeah, like if we end up shooting some videos there, like if you see us, you want to be in the video, just approach us.
Mm-hmm. That'd be dope.
Yeah, man.
That's real networking.
More the merrier. Yeah, if you're interested in being on the podcast, we're looking to start having guests soon.
Probably after our first season, so it'll be after a couple of episodes for sure.
Yeah, for sure. We're interested in, like I said, doing like a multitude of things. Like if you want to do challenges with us, like we might offer to win money. Like say if you can eat the Lil Nitro, I will supply the Lil Nitro or whatever. If you want to try and earn money, you want to compete against me, so you can go longer without drinking any milk, I'm game.
Wow. Yeah, I want to see somebody compete against this man.
I want to see somebody do one of these challenges because I volunteer all the time to do this stuff. And
Absolutely.
Nobody else wants to. I've asked other people, like, how much would someone have to pay you to eat this? And like, I would never do it. I want to see somebody else do it.
Yeah.
I would love for someone to come up here and do one of these challenges with me and come speak on the podcast. Like,
come do it. We'll put up, I'll put up, I don't know, we'll decide how much money we're going to put up together.
Okay.
And you can get the money if you succeed beating this guy. Maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that. We're just coming up with this stuff off the top.
Yeah, sure, man. Like, I'm willing to compete. But even still, if you want to do a challenge, we'll come up, say, like, this Lil Nitro gummy bear is 9 million Scovilles. It's the same as the toe of Satan.
Damn.
Just this little gummy bear. Crazy. And that's over 4.5 times hotter than the one chip. And I've seen a lot of people try to eat that one chip, and they freak out, man.
Bad chip. It's a devil chip.
I think I did pretty good.
You did good.
Except for the end, when it rotted a hole in my stomach and collapsed me on the ground.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah.
Yeah.
When is that festival? I think it's...
Soon.
What month is it? It is soon.
I think it's this month.
I can't remember. I got a notification saying that it was coming up soon again. Or somebody was interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited for that, man. See, and that's one of the things. Like, hot sauce is like an essential carry item for me. Like, I'll bring, like, I'm probably gonna bring hot sauce to that.
He's got his carrying license for hot sauce. You keep that dang on him.
I do. Like, honestly, if you ever go to a restaurant? Remember?
Yeah, I know you were going. We were at the eating breakfast, and you're just like, God, should have brought my hot sauce.
But
you did, didn't you?
Yeah, no. When we went to Lester D's,
Oh, you did have it.
They have Tabasco there, but I had the habanero Tabasco, and I pulled it out, and he just thought it was like there. He's like, "Did you bring that?" I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "You want some?"
Yeah. Maybe.
It's like Taco Bell, man. Do you remember when it was like a little while ago? The Taco Bell had the it was like the shipping shortage or whatever. They couldn't get the trucks to deliver the hot sauce, so for a while you couldn't get fire sauce. You couldn't get
the Taco Bell hot sauce. They fucking keep it. And also the thing is, you ask for them like for a couple amount, they just like throw a bunch in there.
Or you literally get two.
Yeah, or you just get two.
Yeah, it's either or. You get a mountain, like a whole fistful, or you get like 2 packs. You're like, what is this?
Yeah,
but
they're getting told to conserve it. We're running out of hot sauce, man.
I'd forgotten about that, and I was coming home from work starving, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get me a Crunchwrap Supreme. And I pulled up, and like, I ordered and went to the window, paid for it, and like, can I get some fire sauce? Like, oh, we have a shortage of hot sauce right now. I'm like, oh. So I couldn't really do anything. But anyway, so
You just scrap the whole meal.
no,
Say, forget about it.
no.
I
So
don't
this
want
was
it anymore.
this was the one on Ontario Street. So I grabbed my food. I'm like, it's gonna suck, isn't it? I pulled over right into the parking lot. I ate everything. I had a fry supreme and a Crunchwrap Supreme, and I was like, wow. I didn't realize how shitty Taco Bell food is until I didn't have
every
hot
time I
dog.
get it, it's a regret. I'm just like, you know, you want to fill your stomach nice and hit that void and hit that all those nooks and crannies in there, and then you're just like, I could go for some Taco Bell, and then you eat it, and then afterwards you're like, what have I done?
Yeah, it's like when you eat
have
McDonald's,
I
dude.
done?
It feels like it turns to like a gray rubber mass, like you just
Flex Seal. That's the shit you said.
like you just ate a piece of a old tire or something. Like it hurts, man. Like,
Hell yeah.
you eat that before bed, you wake up like gut rot.
It's just like you took like 2 packs of Hubba Bubba and just.
Yeah, like when you eat all the Skittle flavors at once, it just turns into a gray ball.
Yeah, just this dense mineral inside of your lower gut. Don't get started on them going to the washroom. So yeah, I'm gonna say it again. If you got any ideas, be a part of this. Comment and tell us what you want to, like, even topics you want us to talk about, and talk about these topics with us. I want to hear what you guys have to say, you know what I mean? Be involved with what we're trying to do, because we need you to help us do this. You know? We all got to help each other out. So, if you got specific topics you want us to talk about, let us know, because we want to be here for you. We want to be a little entertaining and nice.
Yeah, especially if people feel that there's something that should be addressed that really isn't being talked about.
Yeah.
Or something you'd like to chime in on, we will definitely hit whatever subjects. Anything's good, really. Anything people want to talk about, especially if we do like a live stream too. People can actively comment. We'll view the comments and address them as so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're completely willing to any thoughts or ideas, whatever you guys want to see. If you guys like seeing me do these spicy food challenges, like I said, I will do one. At least if I got it, like we'll do one. I don't think I'm gonna do this time.
No.
I don't think I'm ready for the
No.
world's hottest gummy bear. But yeah, I enjoy doing the hot food challenges. So if you want to see more of those, or you can even suggest them, or even
That's so dope. I looked in Google Harry Pencil Podcast and it's our video.
nice.
It's the first video that pops up. So yeah, if you want to follow us on our medias, all you need to do is search up Harry Pencil Podcast or Harry Pencil Studios. We have an Instagram up. I put up. There's no content really on there yet, but we're going to be putting up content. So if you could give us a follow, we have a TikTok, an Instagram, Facebook page, YouTube. So if you're interested in us, you can just Google us to find us on YouTube. But I'm sure if you go into your Instagram or TikTok and search up Harry Pencil Podcast or Harry Pencil Studios, ours should pop up somewhere if you just do a little looking. And maybe I'll throw up some links in the video for sure. In the description.
Yeah, I think we're also open to potentially getting an intern if
Yeah, we're gonna have another host on the show, hopefully, once we get it all figured out.
yeah.
He's got a smoky voice, and hopefully we can see him on here. I don't want to drop any names right now.
Yeah, like
Just
we'll be
see
getting
how
some
things
more equipment
Yeah,
as well as
we want to make
we go.
this. We want to make this a studio. We want to network, make this a business type thing, and see how the media industry likes us.
Yeah, like if there's anyone that has any business inquiries as well, anybody that would like to collaborate or enjoys doing the same thing, we'd love to expand. So
That's exactly what the plan is. Would be great.
yeah,
So,
people
yeah.
seem to like it so far.
Yep.
I think it could be a thing.
So yeah, thank you all for watching this show. This is the Harry Pencil Podcast with Mike Sways and Aiddan Green. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
On episode 3.
Episode 3. Salute.